Hi, it's Rachel. Wednesday night, and I thought tonight I would talk about meditation. That's what I had posted about in earlier on in the week, and I have found meditation to be one of the greatest resources to help me manage my anxiety. Which is something that I find most of us these days struggle with quite a bit. So meditation, where, how do you start, right? A lot of people say, well, sit down, meditate, Rachel. I can't do that. My mind is too busy. Guess what? Your mind is always going to be busy. And to meditate, you don't need to stop your thoughts. Actually, having thoughts is super powerful. It's actually a way to cleanse the mind. And when people tell me, oh, I don't have enough time to meditate, I say to them, we have 24 hours in a day. And really, you only need to meditate for about 10 minutes. So that's only 10 minutes out of your entire day. We all have time for it. It's just whether or not we choose to take the time to do it. So how do you choose when to do it? And there's really no right or wrong time to meditate. You just stop and you find a seat and you get comfortable. That's the next question a lot of people will ask is, well, so get comfortable, sit on the floor in a lotus position. And some of you that might not be yogis might not even know what that means, lotus position. But basically, you don't need to sit in lotus position. That is a myth. I think a lot of, even myself, yoga teachers, have spread. The reality is most people do best if they are to sit with their back supported. So a chair, a couch, all good. I don't recommend you lie down because you don't want to fall asleep. You want to be in a space where you can observe your thoughts. You can allow everything. So you'll notice if you choose to sit and get comfortable, that your thoughts will become very loud. And that means you're actually doing it correct. You're doing meditation correct when you have thoughts, not when you don't have thoughts. Eventually what happens is those thoughts start to become quieter. So they soften. How does this happen is when we stop resisting them and instead we allow them. So you allow your thoughts to just be fleeting. So you might have a thought about the fact that you need to make dinner. And then all of a sudden you have another thought about work tomorrow. And then about how you're going to manage everything this weekend and the next vacation you want to go on. And on and on and on, right? Like there's just fleeting thoughts just coming in and out. And you do your best not to attach yourself to any single thought. You also start to just become aware of everything going on, right? So for some people, maybe you have a dog. Like I have a dog. At any moment, he might start barking. That's what he does whenever I'm not giving him attention. Or your kids, right? Maybe you hear their laughter, they're playing in the background. You might hear music. I might hear birds outside. And none of it's wrong, right? You just allow yourself the experience to be with all of it. So you allow yourself to feel anything you feel in your body. And if you have an itch, you scratch it. Because if you spend the entire time in meditation resisting, what's going to happen is it will persist. So the more you put your focus on something, the more focus you will have on it. So if you put a lot of focus on one thought, one idea, one concept, and then you tell yourself you don't want to think it, you know what's going to happen? That's all you're going to be able to think about. And if you tell yourself, I can't move, right? Or I can't adjust, or I can't itch or scratch, then you know what's going to happen? All you're going to want to do is scratch, itch, or adjust. So what we do is just allow it all. Allow it all. If you need to shift, if you need to go answer the door because a package has come, go answer the door, but then come back. Come back to your seat, get comfortable again, and come back into that space, that quiet space. I can tell you for me that at first meditation, I did not notice any changes happening. It was kind of slow. All of a sudden one day, I realized that I was a little less impulsive, a little less reactive, and calmer. And it sort of happened over time. I can tell you now, I've been meditating on and off for about 10 years. And the last couple years, I've been very consistent. It's become non-optional. Like, I won't leave my house without brushing my teeth. I also will not meditate. I will not leave my house without meditating first, because I know that this is absolutely the most important thing to keep me balanced for the rest of the day, even if it's only for 2 minutes. There's no right place to do it. I find myself even doing it sometimes in the car while I'm waiting to pick up my kids at the bus. You find the time if you decide that you have time for it. And if you want a life that is more peaceful, more calm, more balanced, more grounded, then I can guarantee you that this will help. There's no doubt in my mind. All the research proves it. It proves that it calms our central nervous system. It helps to help us respond better in flight or fight responses, which our minds don't know the difference between whether or not a tiger is trying to eat us or it's just a thought we have from something going on in our life. Maybe, for example, juggling kids, work, a house, keeping it all together, right? The mind doesn't know the difference. So it's our job to start to learn how to manage our own minds. And we can all do that. And I can tell you that bringing awareness to your thoughts, what they are, from a place of kindness and compassion and not judgment, is one of the best places to start. And all you have to do is get still, find a seat, like I said, a couch, a chair, or the floor, your car, any of it works, and close your eyes. Close your eyes and just allow yourself to be part of all of everything that is happening. So all the sounds, like you might hear my dog right now, he's drinking water, right? You might be able to hear birds outside. I'm not sure if I hear them anymore. But you allow all of it. And then you allow your thoughts to be thoughts. You don't try to resist them. You don't push them away. And over time, the effects of this practice are magical. No doubt in my mind. You start to become more aware of all of your thinking, and you start to notice which thoughts you want to keep and which thoughts you don't. It is from our thinking that we create every single feeling in our body. And every single feeling will directly impact every single action or reaction in our life, which automatically affects all of the results. So when we start to change our thinking, everything else shifts. How we feel, how we act, how we respond, and every result in our life. So I'm going to challenge you right now. Start today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start today. Close your eyes. Set your timer on your phone. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Give yourself permission to feel your body. Do a quick body scan. Notice everything that's happening in your body. Notice where there's tension or tightness. Notice the sounds in the room. The taste maybe on your tongue. Any smells. And then start to just notice your thoughts. Allow your thoughts. Don't resist them. And a nice way to help to settle the mind is to invite in the sound ah, hum. Ah, hum. And this is just a way to help quiet the mind a bit. And you're not going to over focus on it. Just keep it in the soft background. When you lose the sound, no judgment, no criticism, just bring your mind back to the sound. Aham. Watch your thoughts. Observe them. Notice. Do they serve you? Do they foster your own self-growth? Do they make you feel good about yourself? Or do they knock you down? And then from there, you get the choice. You get to choose. Am I going to keep this thought? Or am I going to start to let it go? Well, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope everyone tomorrow will wake up first thing in the morning, set your alarm 5 minutes earlier, and get quiet. Because one other thing I want you to know, when you meditate, you don't only affect your own brain, your own mind, your own being, but you affect everyone else you come in contact with. It has a compound effect. So each person, anybody in the grocery store you run into, anybody else in your family, anybody you work with, everyone that you come in contact with gets to receive the benefits from your meditation, whether they meditate or not. So if not just for you, do it for everyone else that you love and care for. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am an open book. I always share my story and my struggles and also all of my successes and how they have impacted my life. And my hope is how they can also help you make shifts and changes to help impact your life. I welcome you to join me for a free call at any point, just to learn more about yourself, to learn more about your own mind and how you can take charge of your life, to put it all back into your own hands. And meditation is just one of the fabulous tools in my wonderful toolbox. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your evening. Sleep well. Namaste.